all the growing businesses should adapt the technology, because without technology we will not know the hold of the business, we will not know the details of the business. So what are the key benefits of technology?
So technology helps you to keep the organization measurable and accountable. So that accountability is fixed. You can actually pinpoint who was supposed to be doing what and what was done.
Every business owner is actually focusing on new business or new customers. They already have a huge database of old customers and they don't know what to do with it.
Because the market is so congested and so confused at this point of time, that your visibility will create more orders. The more you create touch points with them, the more you will be able to get them as your customers for repeat purchases.
Crucial decisions of the business can also be eased out because of technology. So how does this strategy help in technology?
So just by buying good paint, you don't become a good painter. You really need to have the art and the skill to create a beautiful painting out of the good paint that you have bought.
Correct.
Similarly, you will get all data points. But as an entrepreneur, what are the decisions and the strategies that you devise so that data points help you to become a better business or a better entrepreneur? That is critically important.
Technology is the backbone of the new age businesses. Every business that is running smoothly, I think definitely there is a technology behind that. And all the growing businesses should adapt the technology, because without technology we will not know the hold of the business, we will not know the details of the business. So today we'll speak about how technology can be a major game changer in running an organization or even branding, creating a brand of an organization. So what are the key benefits of technology?
So technology helps you to keep the organization measurable and accountable on every occasion, on every action, on every reaction. So that accountability is fixed. You can actually pinpoint who was supposed to be doing what and what was done. Now, this was not happening in the olden days. Like without technology, this was not greatly possible. You had to believe that people are performing. Today, you get reports whether people have performed or not. And every business has integrated technology to a great extent. In fact, technology helps you to improve your efficiency. And I would like to make a statement here that today, in whatever business that you do, your profit is hidden behind how efficient your organization is. And efficiency can happen only if technology is deployed at every stage of your business activity. So that is how important technology is. For example, whether it is inventory management, whether it is inventory management of your raw materials, or whether it is the inventory management of your finished products. Inventory management is important, and that is so convenient with the help of technology. If you've got your raw materials running out, your organization comes to know about it. If you've got your finished product stock running out, your organization needs to know about it. So your raw materials, if it is running out, the technology can also automatically place orders to your vendors who will now supply it to you just in time.
Correct.
Just in time is a concept where your investment is not blocked big time into your inventory management. So that is how you have to really utilize the resources of your organization, improve the efficiency, and in turn ensure that your profitability is on the better side. So all this is absolutely possible with the help of technology in every business. Like for example, one of the best inventory management companies in the whole world is Asian Paints. Now they have got a just-in-time delivery mechanism to the stores which sell their paints. And it is so efficient, it's like a doctor's prescription. You get delivery once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once in the evening. The retailer does not know what inventory is running out, but the company knows what is the inventory that his retailer should be having. So they know what is the fast selling movement in every possible store, and their supply chain management is so efficient and so powerful that at the right time, the deliveries come for the products which are in short supply at that retailer outlet. Now, this kind of last mile delivery mechanism is not only making Asian Paints very profitable, but it is ensuring that the retailer is serviced in a way that he has optimized his premises for doing the best business possible on that particular line of paints. So it's an amazing business model, and this is purely possible because of technology. Now, they are doing this for decades. Now technology has become economical today, but once upon a time, the use and the deployment of technology was so complicated and so expensive that in spite of being so complicated and expensive, that company implemented it. Now, because of those kind of investments, it became one of the best possible and the best profitable company in the sector and the segment, and is a market ruler and is globally a well-respected brand purely because of how they have managed their business. What business you do is immaterial. How you manage your business is absolutely important. And this has been possible only because of the deployment of the right technology. The other side of technology is you might buy a very modern car, but you don't know to use the technology in that car. Then what happens? So it's like you have a computer and you're using it like a typewriter. The youngsters might not understand what a typewriter is, but we have witnessed the typewriter and the computer both simultaneously. So it's like having a latest computer, a powerhouse computer, and we are using it only for the keyboard. We are using it like a typewriter. So technology deployment is one aspect, but the use of technology has to be trained and ingrained into every human being in the organization so that the outcome is as desired. Like even for mobiles, today mobiles are supercomputers. But there are so many people who just use it for WhatsApp and the red button and the green button to make calls and to receive calls and to disconnect calls. But if you really start using the features of the mobile, it actually makes you 10, 20, 30, 40 times more productive. Now these days, very seldom will you hear that you have a executive assistance because you don't need it. Your mobile is deploying better rewards or better results and much more faster than any human being who might be your executive assistant. So
24/7.
It is 24/7. You get reminders, you get communication on the right time, you can schedule your communication. So everything is fast at the flick of a button. So how well you use technology is critically important. Now, as a business owner, using a mobile that is there in your hand efficiently, using it efficiently is not only for you, but you need to ensure that even your team is using that handset very efficiently so that the organization benefits. Everything is today programmed and mapped in such a way that the performance and the productivity of every teammate is mapped, measured, monitored, and supported. So all this is so brilliantly possible. So today, if you have got a foot on ground team, feet on ground team, and you get a new lead, you will exactly come to know from the apps that are being used by the company that on the map, they know who's where. So if you get a lead, you can absolutely send the nearest resource to that potential lead to get that converted into a customer. Now, all this is possible purely because of technology. So today you can exactly know what resources you have, where those resources are, and where are those resources engaged at this point of time. Whether it is human resource or whether it is technology resource, whether it is your vehicles being deployed or whether it is your manpower being deployed. Now, all this being managed efficiently gives you fantastic results.
Great. So, every business owner is actually focusing on new business or new customers, but they already have a huge database of old customers and they don't know what to do with this. Many times the mistake is that the database is not even maintained. Now with technology, we can actually reach out to all the thousands of customers that we have and we can resensitize them. Like we can give them some educational content, or we can wish them on their birthdays, or we can give them some offers, or even the new age thing about building communities, customer communities. That can be done, and it's said that the fortune is in the follow-up, but there is a lot of expense of follow-up with customers, and now that all the expense can be customized as a technology solution. So the old customer is actually the best customer to reach out to and resell. What do you feel about this?
Absolutely. So in Gujaratis, there is a saying, Sauti Moti Khan Olkhan. So that is the biggest mind of knowing people. And who else than your customers, your vendors, your ex-vendors, your teams, your ex-staff, all of them are your critical touch points. And if you are going to be constantly in touch with them, you will be on the top of their memory lane. Because the market is so congested and so confused at this point of time, that your visibility will create more orders. The more you create touch points with them, the more you will be able to get them as your customers for repeat purchases. Now, let me tell you something. Whenever an organization is doing business, one of the ultimate goals of every organization should be valuation. Because your repayment of your efforts and intelligence and dedication to your business, the best repayment comes in the form of valuation.
Correct.
Not only operating profits, but valuation.
Correct.
Whenever an investor wants to invest in the valuation of your company, he will want to know your repeat customers, what percentage of your customers are retained for a long period of time, and what are the products that are being bought repeatedly from your business by your customer base.
Correct.
Now, those data points add additional brownie points to the justification of the valuation that you want. Now, if you are aware about all these facts, then you will absolutely make sure that the khajina that you have, Sauti Moti Khan Old Khan, that Khan will be mined well. And there are a lot of entrepreneurs who do that extremely effectively.
Yeah.
Now, forget about that. Let me tell you something more on how people are using technology. Like when you buy a new car, today everybody lives on the social media. I don't say for the social media, but they live on the social media. So even if you buy a new toothpaste and you like it, you talk about it on the social media. So toothpaste was a very small element of your life. There are people, whenever they buy a new car, they celebrate it with the whole world by uploading some videos or photographs related to that new car purchase. Now, there are intelligent entrepreneurs who have deployed such technology that if you showcase a new car or if you showcase any car on the social media, automatically you will start getting videos or automatically you will start getting communication on your social media related to the products which can serve a car.
Oh.
It can be car perfumes, it can be some special stickers, it can be some special wraps, it can be a special horn, it can be a special music system, it can be a latest technology which can connect your phone to the screen of your television, and so on and so forth. Now, how does that intelligence come? This is called as pinpoint marketing. You are actually going to the last mile. You are sending the missile of your communication to the target audience.
Correct.
And communicating to the target audience is most economical if you do it right. Otherwise, it is called shooting in the dark. Like you're putting an ad in a newspaper where 98% of the people are not your customers, but you have done the expenditure which is being calculated on 100% of the audience. So it cannot justify the sale that you will generate. So today, with this kind of technological tools available, where you can actually pinpoint your target audience, reach out to your target audience and create a sale. So the same, your expenditure productivity, that same expenditure can be targeted towards the audience which has the highest potential to get converted as your clients. Now, all this can happen only if you have deployed the right technology. So these are the changing times. Even when you're not doing anything, your mobile is lying on the table. Even when you're not touching your mobile, you talk about any location. Like you talk about Lakshadweep or you talk about Leh Ladakh. For the next 2 to 3 days, you will start getting information related to those locations.
Correct.
You talk about a car brand and suddenly you will start getting communication related to that car or similar cars. So even in the dormant mode, it is listening to what you're thinking, what you're communicating. That is the level, of course, that is infringement of privacy. There are going to be laws coming out. In the developed countries, there are already laws that you cannot do that because it is infringement of privacy. In India, it's still being done. It's being done. It will stop. I don't know when, but it might stop. But this is the level of deployment of technology that has happened. Let me give you another example. So CCTV cameras are no more CCTV cameras. They are intelligent input mechanisms. Like you go to a jewelry shop and if you're a high purchaser, then your best salesperson gets triggered that Mr. Vinit Bansode is there in the store. Please go and attend to this customer because he's a high ticket customer. So your most valuable salesman, instead of investing his time on a customer who's doing window shopping, If you redirect that person to a customer who is a regular buyer and a big buyer, the sales volume will improve. Now, how has this happened? This has happened because your CCTV camera has captured your data of your presence in the store and passed it on to the right person. There might be a hierarchy. If Vinith Bansod is already handling a high powered customer, then the second in command, third in command, fourth in command. You can designate your teams according to their experience, exposure, and the success ratio that they achieve for the organization. Now, all this is happening remotely without anybody else guiding you. Once upon a time, the Seth used to sit on the pedi or the galla, and then he used to guide manually. Arey, aap wo customer ko dekho, aap wo. That manual system is now taken over by technology, and it is more precise because once your photograph is captured into the system, it also connects it with the database of your past purchases and past spending patterns with the store or the organization.
Correct.
These are all valuable inputs. This improves the efficiency not only of your stores or your business or your manpower, but it helps in multiplying and increasing the revenues of your organization. So these are all fantastic mechanisms which are available, and this is technology in play in real time. When people get monitored, measured and accountable, they become more productive also because they know that now their efforts are not only going to be visible, but they are also going to get compensated.
Correct. So every industry needs technology, and the recent development is that every product that you buy will have a QR code around it, and the use of the product or how the product is made or what care to take about the product, everything will be shown in a video which will pop up after the QR code. So that is one use, but really the technology is used in decision making in an organization. When there are 4-5 people and when we are doing a small discussion on strategy, how can we really do a market study for taking a strategy? So earlier it was not possible to take a poll of 1,000 people or 2,000 people or old customers, but now you can actually have a poll because of the technology, that which is the product which you like, which is the flavor that you like, what is the cost price that you will prefer, and things like that. So these crucial decisions of the business can also be eased out because of technology. So how does this strategy help in technology?
Absolutely. So just by buying good paint, you don't become a good painter. You really need to have the art and the skill to create a beautiful painting out of the good paint that you have bought.
Correct.
Similarly, you will get all data points. But as an entrepreneur, what are the decisions and the strategies that you devise so that data points help you to become a better business or a better entrepreneur? That is critically important. So we do a business in the gym wear brand. It's called Bod Active. It's for gym wear and leisure wear also, athleisure wear. We map every data point. Like for example, what are the outfits that are maximum selling? What are the outfits that sell the least? What are the colors that sell more? What are the styles that sell more? What are the patterns which sell the least? So that helps us not only to do inventory management. What are the outfits which have got high percentage of returns? So then we look into those products and we try to improve those products. Now, when you get these data points, it is your duty to ensure that you work upon them. Data, if not used, is useless. And the real wealth of any organization today is data points, because that is where you sharpen your decisions and your actions and your reactions, all. So if you don't do that, then it is futile. And you get such intelligent inputs that you can really redefine the pace of the growth of your organization. All this is possible only because of data points. Technology has gone to another level. The way you make your customer feel is also so important. Like for example, there are specific airlines. When you go and sit in your seat, the air hostess will come and tell you, when can I serve you your XYZ dish? And you feel happy that the airlines knows what you like.
They know your name also.
Knowing the name is very easy because you've got a list.
Correct.
Who's sitting in your boarding pass list is there with them. So that is the yesteryear's good strategy that they know. They come and address you with your name. So welcome Mr. Atar, welcome on board. That was once couple of years back. Today, along with the name, so when can I get your specific coffee at what time? And they will not only bring the coffee, but along with the coffee, they will bring the cookies or the nuts that I like. Now that makes you feel so good.
Correct.
Because it is customization.
Pampering.
The world,
It's pampering.
it is pampering and customization. It makes you respected. It makes you feel respected. It makes you feel important. And when you pamper the ego of your customer, the customer rewards by being loyal to you.
Correct.
Now, this is nothing but database management. It is not the same air hostess who's there on that flight who will recognize me. The face changes, but the data remains. And that data is being mined. The data has touch points which are being implemented. So these are some phenomenal mechanisms which is transforming the way you do business. And I love to say this, what business you do is immaterial. How you do your business matters the most.
Correct.
And that is what is happening. And this is happening at a rapid pace thanks to the support and backup of technology used in the right way.
I think that was a fantastic discussion. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. And how are you using technology in your business, or what are the challenges you would like to use the technology for? Comment this mention this in our comments, and we will try to get back to you. Thank you for watching, and thank you, sir.
In fact, I would like to suggest you that there are some technologies that you must have implemented in your business, which was a game changer, the turning point of your business. If you share such stories, we will get enlightened, and I'm sure all the other viewers who are watching this content will be grateful and thankful to you for giving an input of a real life business scenario, which will help them to take better decisions of what they should do with technology for their businesses. So rather than reinventing the wheel, they will use the wheel that you have used. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I work with and for Konark Cancer Foundation. It's a foundation which takes care of cancer patients. If you know anyone suffering with cancer, then we at Konark Cancer Foundation can connect the person with the right resources and facilities to ensure that the right time, right treatment reaches the patient. Whether it is connecting the resources or providing resources to the cancer patient, we do it all. It also includes support for accommodation in the city of Mumbai. We are associated and connected and networked with the right resources, the right doctors, and the right hospitals. We can bring all of this on a table to you so that it is convenience for you. Whether it is guidance, whether it is medical support, or whether it is operating procedures, our team facilitates every activity required for the patient and the support required for the family. We also connect you to the right NGOs and donors to ensure that you also get financial support and aid to whatever extent possible to ensure that the treatment happens and the life is saved. If you know of anyone who is suffering with cancer, please connect with us. The details are mentioned in the content below. Konark Cancer Foundation is an NGO. It's a not-for-profit organization, and we have lots of volunteers which support this good deed. So get in touch with us and help us to save lives. You too can be a part of this movement. Konark Cancer Foundation. Thank you so much.